All right. Hi, I'm Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths, and welcome to Blabbermouth.
Hi, I'm Red Scott. Thank you for tuning in. This is the show where each episode we get comics to play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes. Are you not going to keep going, Phil? That's your section of the script.
Sorry, I was muting my thing. We have this is a series of episodes of 6 comics are competing in Joke Boat, a Jackbox game where comics compete to write the best punchline. This is the second of 4 preliminary rounds where the top 3 comics will move on to the semifinals and get one step closer to being crowned Blabbermouth Joke Boat champion. All of our rounds will be of the tournament will be posted on blabbermouth.live. You can check out our website for all that information. And if you're watching at home live tonight, you can determine the outcome of the game and of the show with your votes in your browser or tablet, phone. You can go to jackbox.tv and we'll have the URL and the code for you to enter in the game, and you can be a part of the audience to vote.
All right, we got some great comics. Let's start introducing them.
Yeah, first up, we got the producer of Brave New Jokes, and he actually believes he could run a Premier League soccer team for sure. Make it a big welcome for Michael Alvarenga.
Woo, Michael Alvarenga, everybody.
Hey!
Yeah.
Excited to be here, man.
Guru.
I'm excited to be part of the Blabbermouth, part of this Blabbermouth team. Very looking forward to it. Let's do this, man.
Love it.
Yeah, where are you quarantining in now? Where are you at?
I'm quarantining in beautiful Temescal, California, in Oakland. Living it up here on a high rise. Enjoying this quarantine.
Just living your full bearded life. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
I'll need some beard tips later for sure. There's no doubt.
Leave-in conditioner, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some how to make it darker is what I think I'm gonna need.
Ooh.
All right, we'll keep
5
going.
minutes alone.
Yeah. Our next comic, she's the winner of Rooster Teeth Feathers comedy competition, selected as one of Audible's fresh faces of stand-up. She'll brook no argument. Give it up for Brooke Heinichen.
Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Good to see you, Brooke. How you been?
I'm good. I've been enjoying this quarantine.
Yeah.
Hanging in there, yeah. Happy
Nice.
to be on the boat.
Yeah. We'll see if it
Happy
floats.
my name is now Brooke Heinichen.
Yes. That was very exciting. Apparently when people left and turned their video off, it swapped where they were in the video chat. But it's fixed now, and it's going to be fixed forever.
To be fair, Michael and I both produce Brave New Jokes, so you weren't off.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Keep going to the next one. He's appeared in the prestigious San Francisco Sketch Fest. He's the Kevin Hart of wine country. Give it up for Steve Ausburne.
Yes, that's right. I too will not be hosting the Oscars. That is correct.
How's it going, Steve?
It's so good. This is I know a lot of people saying, hey, quarantine's going okay. This is a top 5 quarantine for me. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've gained 12 pounds, and I found a place in my house where I can cry and no one will find me.
Woo! That's perfect. That's all we can hope for, really. That's all we're striving for. Yeah. As long as my kids don't see me cry, I think I'm winning the game at this point. All right, we'll keep it going. We have another comic, very funny guy. He's been on Doug Loves Movies and The Benson Interruption, and he's more flexible than most gymnasts. Please welcome Chad Opitz.
Hello.
Yes, aka Brooke Heinichen.
How are you guys doing? I'm doing good.
We're doing very well. What is the last time you've somersaulted in front of somebody?
The last time ooh, man, that's a very good question. Because I need more room than these Zoom shows. So I haven't really done it in front of people for a while. It's all been on videotape.
Oh, you got to do the Zoom roll. You got to figure that out. That's got to
happen. I know. Well, maybe later if I take my computer over there, I have more space and shit. But right now, there's no somersaults.
We'll make it happen. If you win tonight, we're gonna make it happen. I think that's gonna be a thing.
I'll do it if I win.
All right.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll keep it going right now. Your next comic, she's performed on The Night Train with Wyatt Cenac and the Two Dope Queens podcast. She's probably thinking of a pun right now. Please make it loud for Natasha Muse.
Hey, everybody. Hi, I'm here. I was thinking of a pun. I'm head over heels to be here. Speaking of somersaults, is that a pun? Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Let's talk to Frankie.
Not that one.
It's definitely an image.
Yeah. Do you enjoy the head over heels? I feel like that's just the standard way to walk around is head over heels.
That does
You
seem
guys
like the
ever,
normal way it would normally go.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's
think
what I brought tonight.
Relate.
Have you had a
Anyways,
favorite-
I'm super happy to be on board the joke boat.
Hmm.
Is that a thing?
That's the thing.
It absolutely
First time
is.
it's a thing.
Excited to be on deck. Is that-
I knew we'd
All
get
right, we're
there.
gonna get to our last comic. He was a finalist in the San Francisco International Comedy Competition. Proof you can be funny and have a six-pack.
What?
Frankie Marcos, everybody.
Oh, what up?
How's it
That's
going,
it.
man?
How's it? Good. I'm in Oakland in the Murder Dubs right now, and
Murder dubs.
during quarantine, I bought $45 cupcakes, so I got integrity.
What?
Yeah,
What?
good.
Did they have crack in them, or
There. It was two different six. It was a dozen, but there were two different flavors. It would have been 25, but then I wanted to get bougie on my birthday, so I got $45 cupcakes for no reason.
so
And-
bougie means ripped off? Is that what it means?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, happy birthday.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. I couldn't have picked a better place to celebrate at home. So
I think that's it. That's what we could all hope for, is to be with six comics in a random game show. I think that's it.
hell yeah.
All right.
All right.
I think we ready to get started, Red? I think. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think we got everybody in here. It is time to bring up the one thing that everybody wants to see, and that is Joke Boat.
That's right.
Boats with jokes.
Joke Boat is a game we're playing. In Joke Boat, our comics will write punchlines to classic joke setups. The comics will enter a bunch of nouns, verbs, and phrases into a pool that will be used in a joke setups for their opponents. So we're going to get that round started right now. Comics, if you guys want to pull up your device and start entering your nouns and all that right now, we can get that started.
Bring the noise.
So this is
Ooh.
it. We're excited. We're at round two. Comics are going.
so-
They're entering in their nouns. and
So
verbs.
sorry. So just a second. Of course, apparently, Jackbox barfed on me while I had it paused. So we're gonna have you guys go to jackbox.tv, and ooh,
Yeah,
this is,
comics
okay.
is
So this is
re-entering.
fine. So let's see. I'm
This is
gonna
fine.
transition back
Red
out of
says
here.
this is fine.
All right. Go ahead and enter the code that is on my screen, and we're gonna have to give the audience a new code, which I
Nailed
will
it, guys.
do in
I'm
just a
in.
moment.
Look at me and Alvarenga. Here comes Chad.
I'm in.
Brooke's in the house.
That's it. You guys got to select your tagline.
You do have to also select your
Catchphrase.
tagline. What do they call it?
Natasha's a cat.
You're just waiting
Really
on
passionate.
Frankie. Select your.
Okay.
Perfect. So we have 6 people. Perfect.
I don't know who the other person is.
Well, they are not joining us.
Oh, they came in. All right.
It's drill time.
Probably will mess up the game, but we'll figure it out. That's how it goes.
Well, fortunately,
Okay,
so
good.
far that much is not visible.
Yeah. Right.
All
so
right.
this is.
Now
So
we
are
are
we-
back at it.
So maybe we
Right.
should. This is right. This is where we're starting this. Okay, I'm in. Had a slight stroke, but we'll keep going. So this is where comics. They're writing as many topics as they can right now into the show. They're writing all the phrases, nouns, verbs, whatever that'll be into the setups for the jokes.
All right. So
This
if
is
you are
exciting.
watching, you go to jackbox.tv and enter in code JFWV. I entered that in the live chat, and it will be on the screen shortly.
Right. So this is round 2 of our preliminary rounds. Very exciting. We had 3 move on from the last round: Marcus Williams, Alex Love, and forgot
Joseph
Joseph
Wynn.
Wynn. So we had 3 people move on. So this will be the second round of that. All right, that should wrap up you guys entering those things.
And
Now you
I'm
guys are going to be. Yeah, I'll let Red take that here. Right.
full of
Right.
anxiety.
Yep. Absolutely. So what is happening now? You have to write 2 jokes based on both the classic joke setups and the words that you just provided. So in the first round, comics will be provided with 2 classic joke setups, and they'll have just under 3 minutes to submit punchlines for those jokes. That is what is happening right now. That is why it looks like all the comics are studying for a test. Once those are submitted, the comics will perform their jokes against each other, head to head, with the other comedians and audience voting for which ones they like best. Audience will be able to vote, and if you had problems logging in before, again, it is jackbox.tv, and the code is JFWV. So I'm going to go ahead now and bring the screen on, which has just above Phil's head to his left. You can point to that, Phil.
This side, this side.
Other side.
This side.
Other side. There you go. Point up. There you go. JFWV. Made it as large. No, other side. I keep telling you the right side. Nailed it.
I didn't believe you. I was looking at it.
Lefty, righty.
JFWV. That's it right there.
Nailed it every time.
That's it. Yeah. So enter that code. You guys can vote along with us. You'll vote for the best joke of the round. That'll give points to the comics or not. And then we'll move on with that round. This is exciting. This is round 2, preliminary round. We had a huge comeback last round. Marcus Williams hammered off his butt, came back from last place.
Absolutely incredible. Marcus Williams at a friend's barbecue, not where he was supposed to be, logged onto a stranger's laptop, still joined, came in last in the first round, and moved on.
It sounds like that's exactly where he's supposed to be then.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it worked out great. I mean, there's no
Came for
Life finds a way.
there's no need. You could be hammered or not. It doesn't matter in this game.
Do appreciate anybody who's listening. If you say absolutely anything in the chat, I will address it because I'm so grateful to you. All right, we got about 30 seconds left. Not sure what's happening with the captain's log here. I generally don't read it. I believe he is shitting a Dorito? Not quite clear. Looks like we've already got 6 audience members logged into the game.
Right. 15 more seconds, comics. Finish up your jokes, or else you get.
I didn't like my
points.
jokes. Can I go up against drunk Marcus?
Great question.
One of the funniest people I've ever met.
You
Yeah,
might
no-
if you just win this round. That's the only way.
You'd be better off going up against a hurricane.
I don't know if mine went in on time. Oh well.
We'll find
well.
out.
You know what I mean? We'll all find out together.
Fun.
We're all on this boat. We're on this boat together, right?
You know what, Natasha?
That's
Truer words
it.
have not been spoken.
Thank you so much.
Ooh,
I've
it
lied
says-
my whole life just for
Right,
this
so
moment.
Brooke,
Shit, I'm up first.
Here we
Okay.
go.
So before we start this one, quick explanation too on the cat. There's a Joke Boat. They graciously provide comics with a kind of a tagline, a catchphrase at the end of their jokes to say. They're hokey, they make no sense, and the comics had no say in it, but we make them perform it anyway, just for our fun and enjoyment. You can do that. Comics, please definitely lean into it. We appreciate that. But yeah, so they'll be saying their joke here, they'll be performing their joke, and then they'll be saying their catchphrase after. And then once the 2 jokes are performed, we'll be voting on it. And audience, you'll have 10 to 15 seconds to be able to vote. So please vote quickly.
All right, are you ready, Brooke?
That Phil told me to lean into this catchphrase because I did not pick it. All right, my joke. Get excited.
I'm excited.
How many cruises does it take to change a light bulb? 3, 1 to screw it in, and 2 to leave Scientology while Tom's changing the bulb. Get it?
Yeah, see,
From like 3 years ago. That's a spicy daddy. I hate it too. You're a dad, Phil. You should hate it most. But you told me to lean in.
You said it like there was a comma between spicy and daddy.
I know.
The spicy daddy.
Sounds like there's a story there.
Is that an Oxford comma?
Oh,
Call back.
Call back to the yeah.
All right, who's up next?
Oh, somebody choked.
Somebody
No, who choked?
All right.
This
Yeah, we
is
have-
a random person who entered it.
Our
Between
road-
is Jay not one of the people in this chat?
No, there was somebody who joined, I think.
infiltrator.
Excellent. I'm very excited to see them win this entire thing.
Can I go up against J2?
Yeah. Thank God there's no prizes. So
Oh, here we go.
Steve, you ready?
Yeah, here we go.
Jay,
I apologize.
Jay, if you're on the YouTube, identify yourself.
Why are they called toilets and not turd vases?
Okay.
No, I panicked.
Right.
Not your dad's freak.
Catchphrases are heavy
wrote
on
these
Dad.
catchphrases
It's Father's Day. It's Father's Day
Daddy
weekend.
is-
I think
It is
Apparently.
Father's Day weekend. Ooh, that's coming up soon, huh?
All right,
all right.
Natasha, are you
Here's
ready?
one of mine. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's
Nice
do
one.
it. Oh,
Nice.
I got to do the thing,
All
right? All right. My nickname is tennis ball because I come in a can in threes. You know what I mean? Fashion much?
I'm not quite clear. Can I get some clarification on what it means to come in threes in a can? Come in a can in threes?
Because like me and two other tennis balls, we all get together and come inside of a can.
That makes a
More
lot
like
of
a lot
sense.
of goofballs.
Yeah.
So apparently Jay is a friend of the show, Jason Arminio, a comic that I started doing comedy with that somehow hacked and got the code before we had posted it anywhere, which is incredible. But also, I do need you to write jokes this whole time, Jason. You are now part of the show, whether you want to be or not. All right, now it's
Anything
time to
happens
vote.
on Joke Boat.
That's right.
That should just be a wild card for every round. We just have a random person enter the competition.
So why are they called toilets and not turd vases? From Steve and from Natasha.
have
My
to say it
nickname
from
is
me.
tennis ball because I come in a can in threes. You know what I mean?
That's a good one to bring up at the Arts and Crafts Fair, the third one.
It does seem like I'm asking if anybody knows what I mean.
It's like, yeah, it's not even an
Do I
innuendo.
even?
It's
am
just
I
no,
even-
seriously, guys. Did I have a stroke?
Turd vase is does it for you, Steve.
Yeah, there's.
You
I
might-
don't. I apologize.
Shut open.
You know what I mean?
Apologize to that vase.
All right.
All right, are you ready, Chad?
Fertilized.
Yes, sir. All right. God created skeletons by purchasing them at Spirit Halloween Superstore.
Logical.
The
Makes
practical
sense.
God. They call me romance.
I love the idea that in this world, God somehow existed after the invention of Spirit Halloween stores.
Yeah,
I like
that was-
more the fact that Chad is so tired of being called romance that he's just like, they call me romance. It's like,
Yeah,
it
it's
follows
like,
me
come on.
everywhere I
We
go.
all know.
Can't escape it.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
they
first
They call
time,
me the
Oh.
romance one.
I like how that there's also businesses that go out of business in heaven. So,
That's
It's
right.
true.
But
All
when
right,
Satan
Alvarenga.
took all those angels.
Let's do this, everybody out there on Blabbermouth Land. Are you ready?
Get hype.
Hey, man.
Let's go, baby. Let me tell you about my grandma. My grandma said the best thing about hot dogs is kosher or not, they feel good in the buns.
that's incredible. I love the commitment.
yeah.
Cry me a bath time.
That was saucy.
It's even creepier from that avatar, I think.
All right. The audience gets to choose between Chads. God created skeletons by purchasing them at a Spirit Halloween Superstore, or Alvarenga's. My grandma said the best thing about hot dogs is kosher or not, they feel good in the bun.
Last chance to vote. There we go.
Mm.
Oh, tie. Broke it out even.
Ooh.
That ball game.
Looks like we're going into OT.
Damn.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Brooke, you're
Oakland
up.
Town.
You ready, Brooke?
I'm ready. Let's do it. I want to open a store that only sells Mondays and call it Best Cry.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's
nice.
cute.
Nice.
Bye.
Cute
Zatter
joke.
Circuit Shitty. That's a spicy, Daddy. I got nothing.
The way you say that.
I know.
Spicy, Daddy.
There's a
Yeah.
comma, but
I know.
I know.
Why is
Are
there a
you
comma
selling?
there?
Are you selling something called a spicy daddy? Like
It's
you're going
like
through
she
the
does
plate.
it-
Okay, over
I'll-
here we have some toma cheese. We have a little bit of some charcuterie, and over here that's a spicy daddy.
It's like Brooke's about to do an Italian accent, and then she's like, no.
I would never.
She's like,
Not in this climate.
yeah.
All right, Frankie, you ready?
File of the restaurant.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna light my career on fire.
Yeah. Get it, baby.
My mom's gonna be happy.
Seinfeld was discovered through a Jackbox game.
Hell yeah. Let me tell you about my family, guys. My family is like the Kool-Aid man. It's weird. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Where's the catchphrase?
Okay, I think Conan's coming for me.
That was holy revenge.
We're all
Holy
gonna-
revenge.
He's gonna break in through a wall just to steal that joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That joke
All
was
right.
weird, man.
It's between
You
Brooks.
know what I mean?
I want to
know what I
open a store that only sells Mondays.
You know,
and
I
call
mean,
it
the thing
Best
is
Cry. Or Frankie's. You know what I mean?
Frankie's not wrong. I mean, the Kool-Aid Man is weird.
Very weird.
I've met Frankie's family. Wonderful people. A little racist, but
Ooh,
wonderful in the most part.
We got one vote
Just
from
like
the
the
audience
Kool-Aid
for
Man.
Frankie.
Oh, that's impressive. I didn't see that coming.
No, I did not. That was honestly an incredible.
You can count that as a win, Frankie, I think.
Yeah, I won tonight.
All right, let's see. Natasha.
All right, let's have fun.
Yes.
With this material, this setup I was given, this is good. You guys ever seen Michael Douglas? He looks like a cross between a dusty raisin and a bag of used meat.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Michael Douglas has a family.
Fashion much?
I feel like that's post Romancing the Stone, Michael Douglas.
What is used
Yeah.
meat as opposed to cooked meat? What do you do with used?
I will not let you talk down a cornolingus master like Michael Douglas.
You put it all on the line after that.
I guess used meat does mean cancer-ridden meat, probably.
Yeah, it's used, it's abused, you know? It self-replicates.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Cancerous, anyways.
All right. It is between
Oh.
Natasha.
Yay,
Michael Douglas
fuck
looks like a
yeah.
cross.
Oh man.
And Jay, I choked.
And-
Wow.
In Jay's defense, he would have had to submit that joke before Red told him.
I mean, I'm not here to say I want to recount, but I feel like Jay's sort of tipping the scales a little bit here.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, fuck you, Steve.
Is everyone-
Next comic. Here we go.
Marcus didn't have to go against Jay.
Get ready for your bad times, everybody.
You got some
Let's see.
people there.
Have you heard about the freezer bag challenge? That's where it's similar. It's very similar to the ice bucket challenge, but much more painful.
Oh.
My.
Cry me a bad time.
That joke was sponsored by Hooked on Phonics.
Actually, like, is everybody else imagining just like a plastic freezer bag? That seems like it would be much less painful than the ice bucket challenge.
Wait, are you putting the bag over your head? I feel like that's.
Ooh,
In my head, it was
that's
frozen.
I feel like I need
In
to
my head,
water
it was
check on
frozen.
Michael.
Oh,
a
like
much
a
darker
frozen bag?
challenge.
Frozen freezer bag.
Frozen freezer bag.
If you guys are not, you guys gotta use freezer bags.
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
I didn't want to cut into Steve's time.
No, that's fine. No, we'll get back to you later. I like my friends like I like my potatoes
The potato.
shoved into my butthole.
Does that make any sense?
I'm a dance freak.
That sounds like my mom's freak.
The catchphrase was an extra punchline. You cheated.
Yeah.
Just free.
Look, you don't just you have to make the catchphrase work for you. Otherwise,
You
it's
had
just
to choose one of
ridiculous.
them at the start, so you had a choice.
Okay.
I let that
You kind-
dictate the rest of my journey.
You kind of have a choice.
All right, make sure you vote.
All right,
Here you
between
go.
Alvarenga with his freezer bag challenge.
Frozen freezer bag challenge.
Come on, guys. Who
Frozen
likes
freezer bag
potatoes?
challenge.
Frozer bag. Take me to church.
Froze bag.
Oh,
Frozer.
Okay, nice.
Frozer.
Black Black-
Ooh.
The black dude won.
Audience
Nice.
matched
Oh,
the
yeah, hell yeah.
comedians
This is
directly.
a progressive show.
Hell yeah.
Steve might get canceled on the way, but
All right, Frankie, you ready?
Be terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. Fuck.
Don't apologize yet.
Be incredible. All right. You guys ever heard about?
Kool-Aid Man?
Have you ever tried snowmanning? That's when you aggressively shove a carrot in you while people take pictures. Holy revenge!
There There it is.
He's back.
See, I wasn't sure if I liked that joke. Then I heard Holy Revenge, and it all came together.
Yeah. Now you realize, oh, it's all part of a narrative.
That's right.
It's a story, really.
All right. Here we go.
All right, you're up, Chad.
Yes, sir. I'm so dumb. I thought bats were edible.
Topical.
Topical.
Sorry, I'm the COVID-19 guy. They call me romance.
That's a little too
Tropic.
soon for me there, Chad, but
Call me Caromance.
Sorry for the COVID guys.
All right,
Apologies.
here you go, audience. It is between Frankie. Have you ever tried snowmanning? It's when you aggressively shove a carrot in you while people take pictures. And Chad's, I'm so dumb, I thought bats were edible. Keep in mind that longer ones take more time to type, and that should be worth something.
You're talking about bats?
That's right.
Oh, audience
Not with
votes.
that
Pulled it out for
Ooh.
Chad.
Audience came in heavy for
Long
Chad.
bats.
They pulled it out for Chad, but they didn't push in the carrot for Frankie. So
let the vote.
Rock the vote.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Jay is a threat. Watch out.
All right, so at the end of the first round,
Don't
we
sleep on
have Jay, and last was 0. Frankie with 600, Alvarenga with 700, Natasha with 930, Chad with 1400, Steve with 1670, and at the top, Brooke has 1850.
Whoa.
That is it's a pretty even field, honestly.
1670 seems like a weird number.
Anybody's game at this point. The fact that Marcus came back from last place last time really makes us second.
You know what? If I hear Marcus's name one more time, I'm going to lose it, right?
Hey, Marcus, if you're watching, I miss you.
Marcus isn't watching because he's at his neighbor's barbecue. He doesn't have a computer or anything.
He was barely here for the one he was on.
Yeah.
Marcus
Would
has
tune
no
into
idea who
another
won.
one.
I love it.
He was like, do I got to come back again?
Can we schedule it during another party?
Yeah. I love
He
that.
actually didn't even know he got third place by the end of it, just so we're all clear. He's like, wait, I won? I got to come back? We're like, yeah, that's how it works.
Definitely
Get
would
to-
surprise you to know that Marcus runs Bart.
Red had to
Drives
tell
the
him the next
train.
day that he actually played.
I hope he does the next round of like a laser tag game or some shit.
Oh yeah, hold on.
like a-
Fashion much?
Maz
All right,
Kanata
so
thing.
Here we're going to go into round 2, guys. It's rewrite time. The comics will rewrite one of the opponent's punchlines from round 1. They will then have their punchline go head to head against the original joke and have the comedians and audience vote on it to see which is better. So comics, you have
okay.
2 minutes here.
But yeah, what if we get one of Jay's?
Exactly 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly 2 minutes to come up with you're just
Oh, I did get
rewriting
the
one
one
of the
at
jokes you choose, and then we'll be able to decide on who's better, the original or your rewrite. So this is it. This is all the marbles, Red. I don't know if you know that.
Is it-
But
This is for all the marbles. I also do love the format of this round because if you choose another comic's joke, that meant the comic looked at it and said to themselves, I can do better than that easily. There's another joke that they didn't choose that they were like, that's too stiff a competition. We'll never know what that is. We're not about complimenting people's jokes here.
yeah,
We're
it's
about
a
crushing them.
gigantic slap in the face if somebody picks your joke, just so everyone's clear on that, because somebody will pick your joke, Frankie.
You should
But
feel offended. It should forge a grudge that is lifelong and lasting.
this is it. We got a second round of the books. We have third round coming up in a couple days. On Friday night, we have another third round of preliminaries. And then the fourth round is on the Monday, the 22nd, after Father's Day. So you can check all those out. We'll have another 6 comics each round, trying to figure this all out.
Yeah. That's very exciting. If you miss Mondays, you miss the fact that I was twice the size of Phil, and now we're approximately the same size. I'm shorter than you now, which I resent. I don't like that.
More real life, though. I think it's nice.
But my face is much, much redder, and I do appreciate that.
Redder Scott.
Just let me drink some more, and I'll catch up in redness.
Looks like
Musical
Steve's...
guest.
Are you done writing jokes, Steve?
Oh, I'm done writing jokes, baby.
What is your background? It looks like you're some concrete wall. What's happening?
It's bubbles. It's like fizz.
Is it a tapestry or is it a wall?
It is it's a curtain that one might use for like photo shoots, If we're gonna get a real inside here, my wife is a dog groomer, and sometimes she does photo shoots of the after pictures of the dogs, and then they choose the different backgrounds. And for some reason, sometimes people want their dogs to look like they're floating in seltzer.
Well, all right.
You
We're
asked.
down to it. Round 2. Jokes are written. It's time to read them. You guys ready?
No.
Easy on the excitement, guys.
Ooh. First, we have to get through this part where we watch a sweaty captain chew gum.
Beautiful.
Game time.
Yeah,
Did anybody
that's
choose
deodorant.
Jay's jokes? Did that get to happen?
I was praying to get one of Jay's jokes.
All right, Natasha, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
A rainy stage.
All right. My family is like the Kool-Aid man. Very excited to be a big part of a cult.
Ah.
You forgot the "you know what I mean" part.
Fashion much?
All right, audience, time to vote. You get to choose between Natasha's joke, which was a rewrite of Frankie's joke. So Natasha is very excited to be a big part of a cult, and Frankie's, it's weird. You know what I mean?
Frankie Stacchino.
I
They're
got
both
this.
very strong, very curious to see where this is going to fall down.
My confidence is through the roof right now.
Oh, we have one audience
Yeah,
joke
one
for
believer
Frankie.
Ooh.
Frankie's
Nice.
mom
Mom is watching.
Did not get the sweet.
Yeah, Frankie has gotten one vote every
Put
time, no
those
matter
brooms
what.
away.
All right,
Oh.
Steve, are you ready?
Yeah, here we
my
go.
cult is watching. Somebody
I
from my cult-
believe this is a Jay joke because I
Ooh.
do not recall this one.
Jay joke.
A group of band-aids walk into a bar and order a round of Bloody Marys.
Band-Aids onto a bar.
I get it.
Standing
I-
O.
This
Is that a
joke
Jake
looks-
joke?
Well, Jay, yeah.
Yeah.
Jay's was everyone feel better. Makes everyone feel better.
This is Captain Chuck, I believe, is when the computer steps in and writes a joke for somebody.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going up against AI at this point. So hey, if
Yeah.
you don't vote for me, you're voting for Skynet.
All right, here we go. 15 seconds.
Don't make it hard to choose.
I love robots. Robots have never done
Come
anything
with
bad
me
to
if
me.
you
Yeah.
come with me if you want to
Are you
laugh.
sitting on like a dog bed right now then?
Me? Yeah. I'm surrounded by Shih Tzus.
Oh, there it is.
What?
Yeah, the audience
Whoa.
loves AI.
Shut
Read the
nonsense.
audience.
Got 3 votes.
Get out of
audience
here.
is
Close
speaking.
Oh
one.
my
You
God.
cyberdyne apologists.
Getting replaced by computers.
All right, Michael, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, baby.
Let's do it.
Here we go, team. I like my friends like I like my potatoes,
Coming at me.
with a little bit of skin and lump showing.
I have some
Okay.
questions.
Try me a bad time.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not your dad's freak.
That's why you lost the audience vote.
I know. Yeah, they're like, I guess he's my dad's freak now.
All right.
They don't show it.
No, it's not in this.
Oh,
one.
The audience is shouting it out as we do our thing.
So we have Alvarenga with a little bit of skin and lump showing, or the original Steve's shoved into my butthole.
The original
Ooh.
Steve shoved into
My
my
Twitter
butthole.
poll is blowing up. I'm winning.
Musical
my Twitter poll.
guest
Pretty much
shoved into my butthole.
Oh.
Oh.
Audience went even more for things shoved into their butthole more
That's
than the
right.
comics did. Rare.
They revisited it.
Odd choice.
Like, I know what the audience
Oh, all
wants.
right.
Emotional connection.
Gotta go a little blue.
All right, Chad.
I picked one that I liked the original joke, so it was more of a challenge. Michael Douglas looks like a cross between Kirk Douglas and a guy who got mouth cancer eating Captain Zeta-Jones pussy.
All right. It is
Very-
between
very
that
topical.
joke.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it,
It's pretty accurate.
yeah, that's like the Abraham Lincoln and a peanut.
I mean, when I said a bag of used meat, I think everyone had pictured Kirk Douglas, in fairness.
Well, that was one of his first films.
You know.
Bag of used meat. What was he in? That one with the chariot?
Yes.
Though he was very young. He was a child actor. He was the newsboy. Remember, extra, read all about it. bags of meat are getting used.
Nice. Nice
Chad.
done.
I heard he got throat cancer from eating pussy on the streets of San Francisco.
Nice.
Where'd you hear this filth?
That's
lie.
terrifying. Do not pick that up off the street.
He never leaves home without it.
All right, Brooke, are you ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready. Like, not my favorite, but here we are.
Face to face.
My nickname is Tennis Ball because I want Federer's hands on me.
Ooh, okay.
Get
I like it,
Yeah,
saucy.
Balls.
Ooh, I can see that happening.
Something about spicy daddies. I don't remember.
Yeah. Something about spicy daddies.
Spicy
You know
what?
what I'm. You know
They're
what I
all
mean.
spicy daddies over
Raw
here.
daddies.
Dear diary, there's something about spicy daddies.
All right, it is between because I want Federer's hands on me or Natasha's original because I've come in a can of threes. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that being the
I come
original.
in a can in threes.
In threes, excuse me.
Wow.
I come in a can in
You've come
threes.
into the can 3 times.
You know what
I
I'm
can take-
saying?
Do you only get 3 tennis balls in a can? That's what's getting me right now.
Ooh.
Took it.
I'm gonna have the audience on my side on that one.
Wow.
I'm just trying to figure out. I guess I don't play tennis. I mean, I come in a lot of cans.
Frankie.
I don't.
That's the guy that dated Britney Spears, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Federer.
Federer line.
Yeah. Is that what you said?
Federer, he's also a world champion in tennis.
Mm.
Oh, well,
You
I guess he's
don't
good at
date
it.
Britney. You don't
Yeah, it
date
was-
Britney
did he-
Spears. You
Did Brittany
experience
date multiple
Britney
Justins?
Spears.
He experienced.
All right.
Gotta work, bitch.
Christ.
It was the
Frankie's big
start
moment.
of my career. My hometown's nickname is the Ball Pit because it's like being inside McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Frankie, what has been happening?
I don't know.
Frankie's having a stroke.
It's that real good Justin wine.
I liked it. I don't know why. I liked it.
Captain
Frankie here is
Chuck's
also
filming
going up
it.
against an AI.
Chuck's joke.
I like comedy you don't got to think about, you know?
Wait, what was Captain Chuck's joke? Can we see that, Red? What was that one?
Well, let's see. So we have Frankie's inside of McDonald's, you know what I mean? Or Captain Chuck's because it's filled with urine. That's his joke. The AI chose that.
I think the AI. All right.
Frankie's mom votes for Captain Chuck. Then we know, like, his career is over for sure.
I'm on to the delivery.
It is
I like the McDonald's one. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Not sorry.
But a hometown filled with urine is problematic.
Very close.
A robot just won. A robot won that joke.
AI is doing
Hey
extremely
man, the
well.
robot had me against the ropes too.
All right, these are our final results. Unfortunately, Jay came in last. Frankie managed to get 0 points in the second round. Oh, there we go. Natasha,
yes!
congrats.
Oh wow.
I suppose if I wait for it to show the final results, that'll help.
There you go.
Yay.
There we go. Frankie got 300 points, excuse me. Alvarenga got 1,420 points. Brooke with 2,250 points. Unfortunately, this is the last round we will be seeing you as part of Blabbermouth. You will have to make your urine and coming in can jokes. But top 3, we have Chad, 3,060. Steve with 3,715. And in first place, Natasha at 3,880. You guys are moving on to the semifinal round to crown the San Francisco Joke Boat champion.
All right.
Frankie Marcos has got a dope
Very
ass
exciting.
Freddie Krueger.
I'd like to thank the remnants of Obi-Wan Kenobi that my kids gave to me.
During this, did it have a head before this show started?
No, but this afternoon it did. And then my kids came up to me and they were like, "We broke they just were like, it broke." You know, it just broke by itself.
That's how kids learn the
Anyway.
passive voice.
It's really, it's an
Were they-
important
were they-
voice to
were-
learn.
Were they being sassy? Were they being a bunch of smart Alec Guinnesses?
No, my kid. Oh,
What?
wow. What? What?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm riding high on my silver.
I'm gonna cry me a bath time. That's what I'm.
Hey, look, man, I'm not your dad's freak. Never happened, never will be.
But you are a spicy daddy.
You are
That's
12
what I said.
spicy daddies after this.
All right. Thank you, everybody, so
lying.
much for being on this show. One more time, all of the comics we have: Steve Ausburne, Natasha Muse, Michael Alvarenga, Frankie Marcos, Chad Opitz, and Brooke Heinichen. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Thank you so much.
Follow me at
Thanks for having
Alvarenga
me. Thank you.
Rules on Twitter and Instagram. Alvarenga Rules on Twitter and Instagram. Check
Oh,
me out
Michael.
this Friday, Tuna Friday, 12 p.m. Enjoy
Michael.
that there. This Saturday, I'll be
Oh.
at Shenanigans.
Hey, shouts out to our sponsors, Sprouts
Winnemucca.
Potato Chips. I got pickled
In
potato chips
Winnemucca,
here.
Nevada.
Yeah, with my
You guys
window.
visit the website, do their survey.
And
15% off. Use my promo code.
and
Also
this
never
coming
sleeps,
Sunday,
guys.
you can check me out in Chinderbrook, North Carolina.
Everybody.
I'll be doing the